How's it going, guys? So as usual, working on the old money pit again. It's a 2004 Ford F350 diesel crew cab long bed, and today I'm doing the carrier bearing. Mounts right up underneath there. It's 2 bolts, not too difficult, and you've got 4 bolts up at the front. The 4 bolts there are going to be a 12-point socket, 12 millimeter. You might need a breaker bar. I just used the end of a jack handle, and some PB blaster, some kind of penetrating oil to break those free. Make sure you set your e-brake, chock the tire so you're not going to roll away. Throw a jack stand underneath this side of it, and then you're just going to break those 2 bolts loose, which is a 16 millimeter. I used the Milwaukee impact there. So you're going to break those guys loose. You're going to break those guys loose. You're going to go ahead and remove these 2 and let it set down on the jack stand. Then go up to the front. That way you can just use one hand to loosen them up and the other hand to hold the drive shaft so it doesn't fall out. Before you do that, guys, you want to make sure that you mark this, because these 2-piece drive shafts are balanced. So I don't know if you can see, I put a little mark on the bottom there, and then I marked the spline. So once you get those bolts loose, you can go ahead and drop the drive shaft down, and then this will just slide right out of the end there, the slip yoke. Go ahead and remove, the outside's probably going to be destroyed. The rubber is usually what goes out first. And then the issue that I want to show you guys on this spline, the slip yoke here, is from the back of the bearing here to the front of the shaft there is about 9 inches, and I was having trouble finding a puller that would fit all the way on there. So I came up with the idea. My brother has a press, so I went and got one of these at Harbor Freight. They're about 30 bucks. It's a large bearing separator, and what I'm gonna do is put this right on there like that, and then it's got the other side here. That side just slides over the other 2 bolts, and then you've got 2 nuts. So that's going to lock that onto the back of the bearing, and then I'm going to use this as the backing plate for the press, and then use the press to push right down on the center there. If you guys don't have access to a press, you could probably take it to a local machine shop or something, or you might have better finding a bigger puller than I did. Alright guys, I just want to show you kind of the setup I got here. I know it's kind of janky with the way I got the spacer in there, but had to do it somehow. So I adjusted the height on the press here, and then as you can see, I got those rings are just right around the base of the bearing. I didn't put them on there very tight. I just made it to where it sat down on there nice and snug and straight. And then so you can see, seems to be coming out pretty nice. Make sure you don't bottom out, keep an eye on that. Trying to go nice and slow. Seems to be it. Came out pretty easily. That way you're not going to damage the drive shaft at all. I've seen a lot of videos of guys heating them up and cutting them with grinders and all kinds of stuff, and if you scar up that the shaft in there where the bearing slides over it, you have to buy a whole new drive shaft. There's not really any way to repair that. So just trying to give you guys kind of an alternative. Hope that helps somebody out. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Thanks a lot, guys.